Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sea. So all the clatter and a song on the dockside, it suits your soul. Are there messages for you? Well, let's find out. Urchin tugs at your sleeve. Okay. So let's see. I have a little gift. A very fine evening to you, Captain. Behind the blind bruiser on the dock stands a dray piled high with fuel and supplies. Do make sure you have 15 points of space in the hold, or come back later. It would be embarrassing to have to leave it on the dock. Who is this patron? Is there a catch? Or is this too good to be true? Okay, let's inquire further. He runs a very fine and very liberal establishment just across the river in what is much patronized by sailors and men of wit and vinegar. A public house, and there is no obligation to speak of. My patron would only hope that you might remember him kindly, and I suppose that if the opportunity should arise for you to return his kindness, I do not imagine he would refuse your offer. Sounds too good to be true to me. A sorrowful farewell. Oh, I will not deny that I am a little saddened. I think that my patron will also share my sadness. But I understand that you knows your business, and that the Z Captain is a free spirit. I will explain carefully to my patron that you mean no insult by refusing his kind gift. Sail safe. The dray creaks off in the dockside crowd. That seemed a bit sinister. Speak to the merchant adventurer. I have need of a reliable agent, and failing that, an inventive one. Here are my requirements. He has very specific needs, but he'll pay much better than market rates, and he won't ask you how you came by these things. Okay, so if we had 7 bales of parabola linen, or 7 Stygian ivories, then we could... Okay, so we'll have to keep our eyes out for that stuff. London. Carouse the Wolf Stack docks. This will reduce your terror, but you might run into trouble. Or romance. Matter of luck with pretty good odds. How did I only end up with 13 smackaroos? Unlocked when romance someone back home is. Hire more crew. Put your ship in dry dock for repairs or sometimes other purposes. Offer to passage a tomb colonist. Okay, I could... A new recruit. Okay. Who awaits your attention? Okay, someone wants to sign on. On later visits, different officers will be available. There's more than one choice. You can choose 1 per visit. So a doctor, who I can't afford to pay. This will simply increase your crew by 1. Genial magician. Increases veils and mirrors. Doctor increases hearts and pages. I could probably do with a doctor, but I'm kind of broke. And if I go to the shops, is there anything worth selling? I don't think I've got anything to sell. Caro's naval supplies. Torpedo components, torpedo nets. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff here I could be getting. I could sell my copy of Advice for Captains, but I'm probably going to need it. Fuel situation's not fantastic. Supply situation could be worse. Got bugger all to sell there. Can't afford to sell, don't want to be selling my ship's engines, because that seems like a bad idea. So yeah, not much to sell, unfortunately, so instead... Let's off to take a tomb colonist. It's oddly difficult to die in fallen London, but when a Londoner is too tatty and wretched to live, they wrap themselves in bandages and take ship for the tomb colonies. Your crew cart these ones aboard in padded coffins, and they'll sleep there until the journey is done. Tomb colonists in a hole, take them north to Venderbright and sell them there. Okay. Oh, screw it, let's carouse the docks. Let's see what happens. A marvellous night out. Sea shanties, fine food, and the warmth of a pub fire. And something more. So we now have some recent news. Lost a free evening. You've lost 10 bucks. I was fortunate. Watch for the fall of a card. And you've lost 5 terror. Okay. Trouble and romance. A night in Wolfstack, you find yourself sharing a table with a likely lass, a dapper chap, someone whose name you afterwards do not recall. Okay. So, let's go with a likely lass, because that's just the way I roll. She tipsily claims to be a spy. Whatever she is, she's easy to like, and when the evening ends, you are still together. The next morning, she gives you a pewter locket. As you reach for it, she grips it briefly in her fist. "Don't you dare forget me," she says. So I've lost the rest of my terror, and you now have a locket with a likely lass portrait. Cool. Okay, so let's visit the Admiralty's office. So let's give him a report on Hunter's Keep. Submitted. Your visit to the Hunter's Keep has been confirmed by the Admiralty Records Office. You've gained a fuel, excellent, and you've gained a favour. But I've lost that, and I've gained a little bit of money. And I think I can leave the Admiralty for now. Unless there's anything you need. No. Well, I have a secret, so let's go to the university and see if we can spend it. Okay. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain it to you. She, possibly he, explains, teeth glinting. Twisting your tail, you are now Favours antiquarian. And I've lost a secret. The alarming scholar is mercurial, to say the least. A creature of sudden moods and provoking teeth. Possibly her... Is it her? No. Appointment as the University Maritime Liaison was precautionary, to keep his... Is it his? No. Razor-sharp enthusiasm for causing too many injuries in the faculty. Ah, yes, the scholar whispers breathily. I have a budget for acquisitions. What have you brought me? If I have any knowledge items the scholar will buy, they'll appear below. A lamentable relic. Not a scientific curiosity necessarily, but the scholar has a collection. Or something. So let's get rid of that. So my Favours antiquarian is increasing, and I've lost my relic, but I've gained 5 more bucks. And that's it for now. Okay. Let's put her in dry dock. Visit the Admiralty fuel stores, which I don't have enough favour for. Don't have enough money to... Okay, no point doing any of that because I'm not sufficiently damaged, so that's okay. Lodgings. Visit your study, no. Okay, back to the rest of the city. Right, I think that's everything we need. So yes, and there's a whole bunch of ships we can unlock later for bucket loads of cash, and well, we've got bugger all in terms of cash. So, what we do have is that near dead person, what were they called? You know what I'm talking about. Who we need to deliver up north into the City of the Dead. Let's head that way. We'll drop them off and then we'll explore some more. Fuel situation's not brilliant, but we have an enemy. Go into combat mode. Nope. Might not be an enemy. Can't tell. Hat, cargo cruiser. Should we engage, do we think? Trying not to accidentally ram her. Oh, she is in weapons range. Screw it. Opening fire. Oh, great. Only doing 10 damage. This might take a little while. Ah, so we can fire early. Now and then, rocky fragments fall from the roof underneath, and the decks of older ships are poked with scars, and the sound is one no landlubber knows, and no sailor will ever forget. This one has smashed the glass of a deck barnacle. "Ill omen," the sailor cries. "The god in the roof! The storm is angry!" Storm, one of the three nameless gods of the sea. Absurd superstition. Make a sacrifice to avert misfortune. I am not dumping one of my supplies. I might have gained a bit of terror, but not too bad. And we can just fire it by hitting one. Good. You're low on fuel. Bloody wonderful. So yes, we can fire early with a chance to miss. Where'd it go? Where the hell did it go? Damn it. That was a waste of time and firepower. And fuel. Mostly fuel. Need to get a Vanderbright, which is all the way up there. Okay, they have to be hostile, surely. Yep, pirate steam pinnace. That I can completely justify attacking. Bring us to weapons range, please. Target the main guns. Fire. Get us on her flank. Fire. Taking a little bit of hull damage, but nothing we can't deal with. Fire. Okay, we're on her. Fire. And it's down. Lovely job. So, let's loot her. Cache of curiosities. So, I've gained some supplies. Okay. Nothing spectacularly interesting, but, you know, perfectly tolerable. So yes, I think I better repair the hull by stopping for a little while. And using up supplies. Okay, that'll do. That will do, thank you. Supply situation, not good. Fuel situation, not good. Thankfully we're coming into Vanderbright, where we can drop off our passengers, but I don't think we're going to get very much for that. You stand on the bridge with the likely last locket in your hand. Keep it. Oh, let's keep it. So you have a sweetheart in London. The sea air is cold, but the heart of your blood has warmed with the medal in your locket. So you've lost a point of terror. Good. Okay, it's dock. The trouble with tomb colonists. You brought this decaying emigrant north. Now what? The new tomb colonist surveys Vanderbright, shaking her head. "It won't do," she says. "It won't do at all." A plan. I had no idea the place would be quite so unproposing. Perhaps we can liven it up a little yet. If only I knew a helpful sea captain. Bring 10 units of mushroom wine to Vanderbright, perhaps we'll have something for you. Okay. Okay. Desperate measures. If you're lucky, perhaps there's something you can use. Make a sacrifice to storm. Make a sacrifice to stone. Make a sacrifice to salt. Lake charming. Distress flow, which you don't have. Okay. Search the supplies. Lost the supplies, gained a fuel. Okay, but we're in port, so at the very least we need to visit the shops. We have no supplies. Not enough to buy. Ah, right, that's where all my money went before. I spent it on supplies without realising how expensive they were. I'm an idiot, because I was looking at the sell price, not the buy price. And I don't have enough colonists to drop off. I could sell some recent news, but yeah, I think this voyage is pretty much over. Let's see what happens when we run out of supplies. Launch. Let's just head straight up into the unknown and see what happens. Supply situation is problematic. The fuel situation is almost as bad. Actually, the fuel situation isn't as bad as it could be, to be fair. And let's talk to our comatose ferret. The ferret rises from its pillow and moves to explore the cabin. It moves like a meandering stream of treacle, and it noses at furniture and disdains boots, and it returns to its pillow. There is nothing, its expression says. Nothing at all. Nothing for me here. Aww. Poor ferret. So we're almost out of fuel. Almost out of supplies. The crew are now going hungry. Okay, we are down to our last... What the hell is that? Is that an iceberg? Lifeberg. With 400 health. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm sure that thing just rammed me on purpose. But if we can engage it, we might be able to... Oh god. I'm getting attacked. I'm getting killed by an iceberg. Okay, wait for it to actually have a clean shot. Oh god, here we go. Brace! Fire. Here it comes again. Oh god, and the fuel situation's buggered as well. Can I run it onto land? And I'm out of fuel. And the ship's sunk. Perhaps you'll be remembered in song. Your ship founders, and there are screams in a flood of dark water. The unforgettable sound of a ship's spine breaking. I lost a crew member. No more. Sleep. Choose a legacy to preserve something for your next captain. Your first captain has died. Don't worry, these things happen. Explore boldly with your next captain. Your memoir's quality of lodging's quality has gone. Well, that could have gone better. So, in memoriam, Captain Cressida died December 10th. Legacy qualities. No will. No scion. No Horizon Codex. No Book of Sharps. No Travelling Light. No Drink of Bread. No Manual of Miracles. Okay, you were Cressida's rival, so you retain 50% of their iron value and one weapon. Pupil. Ah, so rival's the only one I've unlocked at the moment. Retain 50% of their mirrors value and 50% of their money. 50% of their veils, 50% of their money. Okay, correspondent, yeah. Yep. Starting off 50 required. Inherited officer, nope. Inherited weapon. Yeah, let's keep our gun. Yep, let's accept this legacy. So I didn't seem to have any other options. Okay, so let's choose a past. Okay, so the poet didn't seem to work very well for us. Let's be a formally ordained priest for the bonus to hearts and healing. One Gaul-eyed engineer. And let's be looking for our father's bones. folklore of fallen London to find your first clue. Okay. And this time, let's get addressed as milady. Because they have no way to prove that we ain't. Now let's be predictable and go with that again. And this time we will be Captain... Trying to think of some good surnames. I hate naming stuff. I suck at it. Seriously, I am terrible at naming things. I'm actually referencing a specific book series with these surnames. Your father lost at sea so very long ago, and the trail was cold, but now you have a lead. The Bishop of Sunless Sea. This cadaverous and sinister prelate interviewed you in person just before you were cast from the priesthood, and he seemed surprisingly sympathetic. Well, after what happened with your father, he said, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. But what did he mean? In a candlelit room, the bishop's face is stern and shadowed. I do not condone what you have done, he says, but many of us have, what shall I say, eccentric appetites. Yes, I will assist you, but you must help me satisfy one of my own cravings. Dark drop coffee is difficult to find in London. Bring me, say, 2 sacks of beans. Bring me this, and I shall share with you what I know. You can find Dark Drop Coffee in Port Caroline and Adams Way along the coast of the south, and sometimes another place. Return with 2 sacks. Okay, so we need to be heading south. Labyrinth of Tigers. Yeah, not going there. So, no new recruits. Let's offer passage to a tomb colonist. Okay then. Look at our officers. So we have a chief engineer who gives +1. Her eyes will hatch soon, but until then she wants to work. That's terrifying. Okay then. So we have decent food and supplies at the moment. And we have a deck gun. We could always buy a second deck gun. I don't know if it'll let us... So no, we can't equip a secondary deck gun somewhere else, but we have a tomb colonist. So let's start by delivering that tomb colonist, I think, and head north. After that, we'll head south and go after that coffee. So yeah, last time we didn't even manage to level up once. That was depressing. Sorry, that bing, in case you were wondering, was an email. Nothing interesting, though. Okay, so... discovered Prickfinger Wastes. When you are far from land, click on the Z-bed icon. It will search for undiscovered locations nearby. If you haven't needed an extra turn of speed, click on the full power icon will add another barrel of fuel to the engine. This is occasionally hazardous. Okay then, I'm not going to do that. Haha. Is that another bloody pyro? Yes it is. Okay, get on their tail. Target the forward guns and fire. Keep them on it. Keep us on their tail. And fire. Lovely job, Looter and Scuttler. Okay, curiosities. So let's pop them open. Hardtack and water, an unexpected box of nails. A would-be writ remarks that the nails look tastier than the hardtack, until an officer's glare silences her. Well, 4 supplies is now to be sniffed at, so didn't complain. Call the all clear. Ah, so we did manage to level up once, did we? Which is where we gained that secret from. Okay. So let's come into dock at Venderbright. Luminescent beasts like eyeless dolphins play in your wake. It's quite poetic, actually. If you're into poetry, which I'm kind of not. I'm going to say it's just never been my bag. Okay, let's dock. Your passengers stand somberly by the rail. Salt sent me a dream, she insists. You must find my father. Your passenger okay. Salt tells me that you'll find my father in the belly of a monstrous eel, and gods never lie. Gods never lie. That seems optimistic, but if she's right, she'll reward you for her father's return. So... explore the place. Yes, let's explore the place. At the twisty tip of an odd little side street, welcoming yellow light glows from the gilt-littered windows of a restaurant, and a sign reads, Vengeance of Jonah. A beefy tomb colonist bustles up, and a grey moustache pokes impertinently out from under his bandages. Come in, come in! That's all for now. Recruit a bandaged poisoner. The bandaged poisoner has long wished to travel, but you'll need to outfit the galley to his exacting standards. Cost 300 smackaroos. Yeah, I don't have that. Vengeance of Jonah is liberal in its approach to edibility. Okay, and... okay. Right, so that's one job jobbed, so let's now head south after those beans. Bring us to speed and turn us south. Yeah, this game's kind of creepy. Which I get that it's absolutely supposed to be. Ah, so pages actually causes you to level up faster, does it? Interesting. Mirrors. Increase the speed you can get. Increase the damage that your attacks do. Okay. And I've got 8 out of potential 10 crew members on board. Send out the bat. No islands within range. Okay. Night has fallen. Yeah, the lack of music when you're out, I suspect, is a deliberate choice to make it creepy as all hell. And it's bloody working. Ooh, what the hell is that? Can I kill it? Yes! No. No, stop running away from me. Stop running and let me kill you. That looks like a cargo ship that's way too big for me to even think about taking. Yeah. Aggressive little critter. Got him really close. Nimble little bastard. Give him a volley. Give him a second volley. Good kill. Oh boy, there's another one. Ah. Nope. Actually hit it, goddammit. Okay. Wait until you've got a clear shot, Richard. Don't just... ah! I need a bloody rear-mounted weapon. Turn, lock, fire. Aggressive little bastards. Okay. Fire. Declare the all clear. Butcher it for supplies or dissect it for knowledge. Okay, let's try dissecting one. You haul it aboard and set to work with your knives and acids, and it flops unexpectedly into life. Sailors rush to your aid with guns and boarding pikes, and by the time you're finished, you're unharmed. There's not much left of the beast. You tip it reluctantly into the Z. Page 25 failed a challenge. Try again, you may have better luck. Well, let's go for the remains of the second one. And this one we're just butchering for supplies. You've lost 16 hunger. The crew will feast, and that glowing fresh is unstable. It crisps and withers as the glow fades, so eat it while it's fresh. Fair enough. Right. I've just noticed we've overrun this episode slightly, so that seems like a reasonable enough point to end this part. So I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next.